there, ladies, gentlemen, and unicorns, and congratulations, Kersey Boo, on absolutely acing the pop quiz this time. Wonderful, and thank you all for being here today. Kersey, you're on fire today. Wonderful. I don't know how much people are awaiting the new quiz questions, but as always, I come to think of contributing more questions right when I start the countdown and feel like, those questions are already a bit stale. So and that's when I frantically, during the countdown, I start to come up with new questions and do the search here and there. And I even added some more capabilities to display GIF images for one or two questions or trivias. It might be a little bit interesting or funny, hopefully. So that's to come in the future, but for now we are still in the present. Sadly, we're always in the present. Come to think of it. Anyway, I'm looking a bit dark today. Is this I changed some settings there with the webcam, and it feels like I'm a little bit orange today, which is not good. So I can switch back. I think this should look a little bit more natural. I mean, this is, after all, graded, but hopefully it should produce a slightly nicer picture. Anyway, looking forward to new questions. Okay, good to know. So I'm not making them in vain. Otherwise, Frank will have to memorize them over the coming years. How are you all doing? As for me, it was one of them exhausting weeks, but good news, good things are coming to me. In one instance, it's many of the big projects that I was having at work, one after the other, they have been closed, greenlit, completed, sent to the clients, delivered, so to speak. So finally, I feel like next week I'm getting somewhat of a breather. Yesterday, I spent most of my day just babysitting two machines rendering, and they definitely needed babysitting. And you know what helped? After random crashes, network disconnects, and so on, restarting. Because I looked into it, and this was a Mac Pro, and it had been running for 3 months. So I restarted, rebooted the entire thing, and wouldn't you know it, it worked from that point on. So let this be your IT support public message, public service announcement. Have you tried turning it off and on again? Because it does help. Ups and downs and all arounds last week. Okay, so it wasn't not just me. So I hope you're on the... If it's a down, I mean, why do people always say it's bad when it goes down? Because that's the most fun part when you're riding a roller coaster or going on the bicycle. It's when you go down, it's the least effort for you. Then again, of course, I hope it's not downwards in other parts or in other respects. So hopefully you're at least headed upwards on an up. Either way, it's glad that you are here. Thank you so much already. Because again, I completely forgot to announce the stream today. When I was sitting in the cafe today, I meant to announce it and said, probably I should do this, that in 5 hours is a new stream. And I kept thinking about it, and then I was pretty sure that I already did the announcement. And once you said you just checked in to see if I was on at the usual time, I realized, probably I should do more in terms of announcements, to make sure that, you know. Right. I got other good news. Probably some of you remember last week that I said this film where I did the color grading on, the Anytime movie, was nominated for an Emmy. And we won the Emmy. So this was also good to set the mood for the week, because people were already on a high when it came to that. So looking forward to the next project. Kersey says, not bad overall, especially when I can look forward to a nice weekend treat like this stream. Then hopefully let's make it a wonderful treat. On one hand, I already treated myself to coffee. This is why the unicorns are in the shelf behind me, so that I don't accidentally have them meet the coffee. I think probably it was not my fault. just the unicorns were that much into coffee. Yeah, last time when I was cleaning up everything, somehow I managed to bump one of the unicorns very precariously close to my coffee. So hopefully they have learned their lessons. A Gold Princess, kinda meh as well, but we made apple pie the other day with my boyfriend. It was so good that we bought more apples today for another pie. That sounds wonderful. Also, Connie made, out of the blue, she decided she wanted some cookies. So I was already had my treat of cookies. And of course, our freezer is overflowing because it's relatively small. And so I had to eat things that were about to expire, and this was another Austrian, I would think it's another Austrian dessert dish, and this is little dumplings made with potato dough, but inside is an apricot, and you roll it in breadcrumbs, but with sugar. So it was also a very tasty treat, despite just being coming from the freezer. But anyway, I had way too much of them because we needed the space, because we got some ice cream since it's summer, hopefully. So yeah, what's the plan for today? I don't really have a plan. On one hand, I'm still working on the text adventure-ish game. And I mean, I can show you something. I'm not sharing my screen just yet. I'm aware of this because I don't want to spoil anything, but I also want to show you how things have progressed. Because in the end, when you're about to escape, the evil wizard will confront you with your deeds and everything. And so I had to make an decision tree or dialogue tree, and also keep track of various variables and so on and so forth. So this is without zooming much further in, so that you hopefully cannot read what's going on. Yeah, but this took me like 2 weeks to come to terms with it, on how to structure it, and also that it flows like a relatively natural conversation, but that's also a bit fun. So those are just the beats where it's what players usually have, like 3 replies that they can choose from. And then, of course, the dialogue will set certain variables which define what kind of ending you will get for the most part. And then it's just so this is just the outline, which means I have to make prose to have this flow somewhat. And what I managed to get done after 3 hours was, I think, this this much. So yeah, there is still some work to be done until I finally can send it out to people. But so far, I think it's my funniest game so far, I would hope. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to what people who are going to test this, what they will say, and how bad it is going for them. A Guru Prince says, "Ooh, sounds nice. Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah, you were struggling with that. How did it go? Did you get things done more?" Yes, thank you for remembering, and thank you for asking. Yeah, I was on the socials this week and thought, yeah, I have to finish it before it finishes me. Because like with this branching dialogue tree, I don't have much experience with it. Just did my occasional twine experiments. But in the end, what helped was Connie, because she's also been working for years now on her novel, and also she has struggled with dialogues a lot. So she had some great insights to it. One of them being, yeah, just write one strand of this dialogue from top to bottom, and then branch out where it makes sense or where necessary, and just map out the beats that you want in certain places, and then try to connect the dots essentially, and then this helped me. And once I had this, I could add different responses that would also have their own little side trees, but they would also always converge into something, unless, of course, towards the ending where you get different kinds of endings. And then the next pass was looking over this entire thing and having variables. And variables in terms of dialogue flow. In my case, it was how angry is the other person, or how outraged is the player, and how snarky are they. So that I'm keeping track of all these variables, but for now I don't know at what point I will be using them. I only have like 2 or 3 points where these kinds of variables, depending on for example, how angry you made the mage while you were talking with them, that changes slightly. But since I have all these variables tracked, then at some point I can say, okay, if the outrage is at a certain level, but also the snark, but the wizard feels benevolent towards you, but is also a little bit angry, and then we can branch off and do a very specific thing that only pertains to this one playthrough. Because the idea for this game is that you can play it multiple times, and some puzzles change and some solutions to the solutions to the puzzle, the clues to the puzzle may change, and for example, you have a combination to find a combination somewhere. Of course, it's not going to be always the same combination and that sort of thing. And towards the ending, you can really experiment and also go back and hop back in the conversation and try different things. At least that's the plan. We're getting closer to it, and I'm very much looking forward to this. Wonderful. So what else have I planned for today? I thought to just hang with you guys, have a very chill and nice evening. And I thought maybe we just play some games. We could play something that we all know, like, I don't know, Minecraft or Command & Conquer, which has developed into my sort of cozy game. Or we could look into one of the probably hundreds of games that I got in bundles over the years on itch.io, because it's always nice and dandy playing good old classics that are like 40 years old and everyone knows inside and out. Like Minecraft, yes, it's 40 years old, at least it feels that way. Or we can play some games that I just heard about in passing, but that I bought in one bundle along the way and know nothing about. And so there is also one game that I just installed before when I was trying out the Itch app. And this was Funeralopolis Last Days. And if any one of you is up for this one, can I make this larger? No, I cannot. But I can bring it up in itch.io. And there I can make it larger. Because, this looks like a PlayStation 1-ish horror game if you look at the screenshots. And yeah, like I said, I don't know anything about it, but maybe it might be interesting. A Ghoul Princess sounds good, looking forward to it as well. Oh, thank you. Indie games sound fun, says Cursey Boo, right? We are all indies, so it's probably better if we look at some other indies, how they are doing things, than just looking at the same old games that I've been playing over the years. Cursey says, ooh, I saw Lena's Inception, love that game. Yeah, I've thank you. I've no idea what this game is. I only saw that it looks like, where do we have it here? This one, it looks like a Game Boy Zelda game. And I thought this looks great. I probably should look into this. So if you say it's great and this looks kind of glitchy, I think that's on purpose. But this gives off so many Zelda vibes. Just how bushy the trees look, and the chicken, of course, and the shrubs. This is, like I said, strong Zelda vibes. And I think this is what the game is going for. And Ghoul Princess, it's interesting and relatively short as well. So of course you already know Funeralopolis, and it is good and Zelda inspired. Yeah, okay, good and Zelda inspired. I'm already sold. But if you already know Funeralopolis, I don't enjoy saying this word, then we can look into something else. But again, it gave off this. Okay, this looks like Silent Hill. I enjoy Silent Hill too, especially. So yeah. Great music too, I'd say. Oh, talking about stuff with great music. While I was randomly browsing itch.io for games, I almost missed stream date because I can show you one game that I fell into because I was looking for Tetris and seeing where my good old Tetris game stacks up. Here, by the way, here it is. Look, wow, 10. That's nice. I got 10 ratings already, but I found one Tetris game that is a mashup of Tetris and some other game where how was it called? I do not remember. It features a kraken, I think, that pushes individual columns of tetrominos up while you play. So hopefully I can find it again, because again I forgot what it's called. No, please play it. It's worth. Of course I will. I mean, if you already know it, then I won't bore you with me failing through the game, and instead I would play it on my own time, so that we all see something new. This at least was the idea. It's interesting because now that I'm looking for, or I'm searching for Tetris, I found of course only the things that have Tetris in the title. But oh, this is nice. I didn't know there is a no AI tag on itch.io, but the good thing is apparently it's needed. It's needed. So was there, I think there was a Tetris tag somewhere, but if I go survival and tag Tetris, I think, yeah, From Below, that's the game, a real NES game. And maybe, you know what, maybe we can start off with that one, because this also has some very great music. And let's make this a bit bigger. Can you follow this? Would not be boring, but I get it. Give us a new game, indeed. So I hope you do not know From Below yet. So for starters, let's timed, fixed, music on or off. Let's start with level 2, and I will just play this for one round. But essentially, as you can see at the bottom there of the screen, there is this big old Kraken. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I always want to. In German, it's Kraken. So I'm going to say Kraken. Release the Kraken. And right now, it's trying to push this one column that I left free intentionally. And because it had its tentacle there, it filled one line. So this is why I got here one line already cleared by the Kraken itself. So I would say it's relatively standard Tetris on one hand, if it weren't for this little gimmick. But then again, the presentation is just so slick. Okay, the Funeral Lopolis is new to you, Cursibu, or is this game new to you? And the Kraken just pushed up one column. The art is so nice, says Cool Prince. Indeed, and the cool thing is it has physical editions apparently. So this runs on an actual NES. And it has the very nice and welcoming feeling of I know this, but I don't know this. And at first I thought that the Kraken would be much more of a problem, that it would be constantly pushing things up. But as you can see, it's not really that much messing up my game. I mean, unless right now where it shoved up the one column that I was about to use. But apart from that, it's kind of manageable. I mean, the biggest mistakes I make myself, I don't need the Kraken for it. I can do it on my own. Okay, Kersey, both games are new for you. So then maybe, I mean, in what kind of mood are you? Are you spooky horror walking simulators, or are you more puzzly today? Because then we can just go through the one or two bundles and just go by a cover. So again, the Kraken completed a line for me. But this color scheme here of this level, that's I think the hardest on me. This purple and blue is really hard to read. Maybe it's just me that I'm getting old. But yeah, it's one of those games where I just thought, okay, this looks nice. I will try it out for 2 minutes, and then I played for half an hour. So again, if this run fails, So this is just for warming up today. So I'm not going to play it for much longer. But again, you know what kept me playing? It was the nice music, I have to say. Yeah, good old Tetris feeling here. I'm not getting the pieces that I need. Maybe this one. Of course, I should not be a bit too rash. And yeah, I'm messing things up all by myself. The Kraken actually is helping even, I think. And of course, when you're high enough, then the music changes and becomes very frantic, which is something that I don't like, especially when you just dithering between two lines and then you have like two different music tracks that just start over individually every 2 seconds or something. Okay, Kersey is not a big horror fan. Good to know. But willing to watch if it's good. Good to know. The only thing is that I don't know if it's good. But Funeralopolis, as we've heard, apparently is not shabby. Tetris it's dangerous. This Tetris effect, and this already made me contemplate whether or not I should de-mothball, is this a term? My old NES and play some more NES Tetris games. I mean the original NES Tetris on a CRT screen, just like back in the day, because nostalgia. I think this with nostalgia is really problematic, because the older you get, the more prone you are to fall for nostalgia, I feel. Because you've seen the 90s, you've seen the 80s, or at least parts of the 80s in my case. But it's enough to elicit this warm feeling of, back then everything was so much simpler and better. Which of course, no, it was not. Only you didn't grasp how complicated and bad things were because you were a kid back then. Okay, probably should do something about what I'm doing here. I mean, I should play just better, because I had some unfortunate block placements, and maybe I can get things sorted, but of course only when the RNG is in my favor. And I'm not sure what this game is doing for their random number generator, but the one on the NES that was used for the Tetris games there is flawed, and historically flawed. And it's a well-known fact that sometimes you have to wait for a certain block to come. It can take like 20 drops of blocks that you don't need. Okay, so let's see how much longer I can hold out, because I'm already at level 8 and that's level 9, and it's kind of fast, as you can see. But at least I managed to get some of my garbage sorted, which is not something that happens often in Tetris. I think those are always, damn it, the most fun games to watch is when someone is at the cusp of losing and somehow, miraculously, they make it. But with Tetris, someone said it's a very negative game, because when you think about it, you will lose in the end. It's no matter how long you play, at some point you will lose. And of course, all the things you do correct and right, they just vanish before your eyes. But as soon as you make a mistake, that one will stare at you until you find a way to correct it. And of course, once you do, it's gone. So there is no real evidence of things you do right, only your failures and mistakes. So this probably was Werner Herzog, the German director that is known for his rather bleak and existential way of looking at things. I'm doing much better than actually anticipated. I thought I will show this to you for like 3 minutes and then be done with it. And now I'm in the precarious position of I want to see how good I am. Do I still got it? And it looks like once I get used to the controls, by the way, I'm playing this on the keyboard with the arrow keys, and what is it? Right control to turn the pieces, but it's a bit fast now. We're at level 12, which indicates how fast the pieces are dropping. And Badger Dash is here. Hello, Badger Dash. Today is going to be a super chill stream, at least I thought, until I started this rather frantic version of Tetris. It's called From Below. You can find it on itch.io. And it's Tetris, but you have this Kraken that, yeah, exactly, messes up your pieces. Or at least the columns, not the pieces. And afterwards, I'm just going through some itch.io bundles, and then we will just pick a random game just by how much we like the cover art, I think. And see what we get. Because there are so many great games out there from people you've never heard of, and maybe it's their only game and they worked on it for years on end and no one has ever heard of it. And so it would be a shame to miss these kinds of games from these creators. I mean, after all, aren't we all indie devs? And it would be nice when someone just discovers a game from you and shows it some appreciation, other than, I don't know, Call of Duty 68. Yeah, this was bad. But hey, at least the score is already in these 70,000s, whatever that's worth. The thing is, as soon as you don't know a block where to place a block when it drops, you're in good old frantic mode. You're in panic mode. Because this is why it helps to make more lines here at the end when you're about to die. Because each line, of course, gives you a short breather on where you can contemplate on where to place the next block. Oh, damn it. See, and once you make a mistake and the block does not land where it should be, then you lose this little time window like I did now. And yeah, and right now I'm just in full panic mode. Yeah, this is that's the game for today, I think. Yeah, look at this, 86,920. At least something. So what have I... Oh, Badger Dash, you gifted subscriptions again. Thank you so much. Thank you. Sorry, I didn't see it in the heat of the moment. I just saw that you joined. Thank you so much. I think, like I said, I'm just gifted by your presence, and I'm from the bottom of my heart. Again, thank you so much. I'm one of those channels where everyone's a subscriber who's watching. So thank you. What else have I missed? Gifties, yes. Dark Perspective. A Gold Princess, I watched a video about the Tetris speedrunning some time ago. Tetris. There is the kid who beat Tetris the other year, Blue Scooty, and he streams occasionally. And just watching him interact with the chat while the wildest things are happening on screen, and he's not even breaking a sweat or anything. It's just mind-blowing what's going on there. GG, back in the days I was #1 in Tetris in my school class. Congratulations. Yeah, Tetris, it's like learning how to ride a bike. Once you got it, it's really hard to lose it, if ever. You might get, as in my case, your reflexes aren't as good as they were when you were a kid. But you know what? Let me drop the link here to this game. And look at this. There's even a physical release on the NES. Kind of nice. And I also enjoy, by the way, here that they recreated the NES game manuals here, all with the drawings and so on. So that's very cool. What was I meant to say? I forgot. But it's yeah, Tetris. It never leaves you. Chris says, I raise my 19 centimeter long sourdough PB&J to this victory. Okay, that sounds tasty. I can only respond with my milky coffee, and I forgot to steam the milk, so this is why it's let's say it's an iced coffee, but that sounds delicious. And Commander Stitch is also here. Wonderful. Hello. So after this little warm up, let's have a look at the itch.io bundles. So I have here, let's go, since we have Bangladesh here with the bundle for Ukraine, and see what games. I mean, we got here page 1 of 34. So is there anything that strikes my fancy? I mean, here Backbone, a post-noir narrative adventure. It's the style. I've seen this before, and I very much enjoy the style because it looks a little bit like what's the name? Disco Elysium. And I mean, it got style, right? What else? Oh, by the way, I can switch on the background music. Noir Detective, exactly. I mean, let's leave this tab open. That's already cool. Or we got here Gunmetal Arcadia Zero. Thirsty Sword Lesbians. Oh, that's itch.io. I love it. Acid Death Fantasy. Cool. This sounds like a 1970s prog rock cover. This is just Liminal Horror, a modern horror tabletop RPG. So of course we cannot play this. It would be hard for me to play. I mean, there are tabletop RPGs that are single player out there, but I'm not sure that it's interesting for you to watch me obsess over rolls of the dice. Commander Stitch only says, muahaha. Indeed. I've heard of Figment is an action-adventure game that invites you to explore a unique, surreal world, I think. Why is the internet so slow today? Oh, I know why. In the other room, I can hear Connie watching the latest Doctor Who episode. And of course, she's streaming in good quality. Oh, there's even Super Hot and Dumpy and Bumpy, a retro-style character puzzle game with couch co-op with 80 levels. Let's have a look at this. I mean, I read today an article on Bubble Bobble, and this reminds me of that. But I'm not sure if I can play this alone then, since it's couch co-op and it already has two player characters, or 2 characters there. Summer Gems, a small experience about summer friendship with Mediterranean vibes. This sounds cozy and chill. I very much like the minimalist art style, and it does look a bit like Italy, doesn't it? I think I've been to this town before. That's kind of cool. Or pick your favorite, a pearl. Well, that's just a marble, but look. Okay, that's kind of nice. I keep this open as well. And Zero Ranger. Okay, this may you attain enlightenment. I don't know what about this, but this reminds me of Star Fox. Let's have a look. Ooh, Zero Ranger is a vertically scrolling 2D shoot 'em up with heavy emphasis on shooting, dodging, and mystery. I think this looks so familiar. I think maybe I've written about it in my newsletter last year. Because I like this color scheme of orange and teal. I mean, it really works for this, but maybe this might be a little bit too frantic for me. Dot Dungeon, an alternate reality tabletop role-playing game. A solo tarot game about discovering yourself after memory loss. Fanta, A rules light 2 to 6 player RPG about surviving after the destruction of Earth. It's kind of amazing what you all find in itch.io. Bubbles Fallen Down, unofficial book on Undertale. The wretched survive alone in the black. Okay, I'm interested. Oh, it's an RPG. It's an RPG, a tabletop RPG, not a computer RPG. Tennis, a two-player tennis game. Well, two-player. That's the thing. Ooh, a short hike. I've sadly I already know how a short hike ends, but I've heard very good things about it. Baba Is You, another game that started as a Ludum Dare game and then became its own thing. A night call, friend, confidant, a therapist, voyeur, a night shift cab driver in Paris. Okay, this is also very, very noir, isn't it? Taxi Parisienne. Why is it taking so long? Is it me or is it itch.io? And my watch just told me to be more active, but I cannot be even more active. We're looking at games. Kirsty says, definitely a journey over destination game if you're worried about the spoiler. The short hike, you mean? Yes, indeed. It feels just so wholesome, and since we were talking about nostalgia today, I also feel that a short hike is a very nostalgic game in a sense. Bury Me, My Love. This also is a strong game about a Syrian refugee. Cook Serve Delicious 2, Fit for a King. Celeste, didn't know that I own Celeste. And Minute Fun Racer, peculiar little racing game. Omega Naught, Let the Stars Remember That Humankind Existed. Okay, I'm intrigued by this thing. And I mean, it already has here a floppy disk on it, but looks like it could be a trap because I don't want to play it there on my phone. But I mean, it has Star Fox vibes, doesn't it? I said it has Star Fox vibes. Please, internet, what are you doing to me? I mean, the stream is going quite okay, right? In terms of bitrate, yes, we're good. Okay, yeah, this maybe it's a little bit too sparse for what a surreal journey through dreams, memories, and fantasies. You had me at surreal. Okay, so this, I like this for some reason. It has this, the art style is Minecraft but with global illumination, and again we have another noir picture here, and this looks very surreal. So do you have any favorites so far? Let me see which games. Okay, there is still something playing in the background. Sorry for that. So Backbone. You're not special, you're not a hero. Thrust into unfortunate circumstances, you find yourself with no other option than to unravel what might be your biggest case yet. So we have here this noir mystery with anthropomorphic animals and a pixel art style that's to die for. Then we have here Summer Gems that looks like just a nice and cute Mediterranean game about friendship. Explore, live, love. Then we have here Zero Ranger, which might be a bit frustrating for me. Then we have a Night Call. A mysterious serial killer stalks the streets of modern-day Paris. The body count rises and the police are no closer to catching the culprit. We are playing apparently as a taxi driver. A vivid and original cast. Meet over 85 original characters. Wow, okay, maybe that's not something quick that we can finish in one stream session. Or this game, Promisa. Because it looks like it won here at the Amaze and even was an IGF finalist on the Nuovo Award. And again, I mean, just looking at this and this year, it really has something that's hard to pin down. Jotun, oh wow, so even that one. And of course we have Minute, not just the Minute Racer. Or look at this, a short, vibrant and thought-captivating exploration game. It feels a little bit what we're doing right now is going through Netflix or the Steam library and just commenting on everything and without deciding for any specific one. But I mean, if we look at this, this looks kind of gorgeous, I have to say, the brush strokes and art thing. Sunlight is a short and vibrant and thought-captivating exploration game, playtime 30 minutes. Kirsty says, I vote Nightcall or Backbone. Good. So Backbone would be this here, and Nightcall, the Parisian murder story. That's good. So something dark and noir. And a Ghoul Princess, I vote Backbone and Promisa. Oh, this Sunlight one looks nice as well. I mean, I can drop Sunlight if you want to look at it, of course, in the chat. But I think, thank you for your feedback. In that case, I think I'll try out Backbone and just see how it goes from there. So I think I have to click download, that it shows up somewhere. Or I can download it like this. I wanted to have it show up here in the itch app, but with bundle games, it always feels like I have to click them first. Yeah, I have to click them, download link once, and then they show up here. But since I'm already downloading via Firefox now, I think we can we don't need the app so far. So and while we wait for the download, let's have a look at its page. Anything else? Did I just close? I think I just closed it. No, it's there. I just went to the download thing. Okay, is a post-noir narrative adventure. Become Raccoon Private Eye Howard Lotor and explore dystopian Vancouver inhabitants by animals as you uncover a deeply personal story of change and transformation. I mean, it really looks super stylish. We change, but we change nothing. Get to work, detective. Oh, that's a good tagline. There is no choice. We change, but we change nothing. That's good. Okay, the gameplay is focused on storytelling and emotional expression, featuring rich and elaborate dialogues inspired by old-school CRPGs, as well as exploration of the lush environments. The end of all things is inevitable, but defining which version of Howard Lotor reaches the conclusion is up to us. As Howard, you will make meaningful connections with a diverse cast of characters in pursuit of the truth, shape and express your identity through dialogue choices, decide what kind of person you want to be, explore and experience both downtrodden and flourishing districts, where was I? Of a strange yet familiar version of Vancouver. I've never been to Vancouver, but if we look at the screenshots, I mean, it could be Vancouver. Sure, I'm sold. Oh, thank you, Kirsty, for reminding me to have a sip of water. I mean, the pixel art, look at this. It's gorgeous. And what else? Come to terms with the universal pain of existence and loss. And of course, the most important part, be a raccoon. So the features of the game are a post-noir dystopia. What does post-noir mean? It's not dark anymore. Automated unicorn, you shouldn't. You just had your meds. Don't operate heavy machinery. Backbone's Vancouver is a dangerous place, bleak and dreary, but not entirely without hope. It's a tale of a cold and uncaring world, interspersed with genuine connections and a bruised but undying drive to make a difference. Everyone wants to change the world, but not always for the better. Oh, that's very good. Sounds like a Disco Elysium, all right. Yeah, I mean, it gives off Disco Elysium vibes. It's Disco Elysium with animals, and I think this is probably the only way you could make Disco Elysium better if everyone was an animal. Mature content. Oh, it features strong language, themes of violence, systemic racism and sexism, drug abuse, depression, terminal illness, body horror, and death. Let me know if any of you is against this, of course, because I'm not quite sure when or what happens in what severity. All imagery is suggestive and not direct, but we would still never recommend this game to children. Okay, so if there are any children, probably it's your bedtime. No matter where you are, it probably should be your bedtime then. So Backbone for Windows. I just saw Fmod. You could put 18 plus in the title. That's a great idea. Thank you. Let me see. Indie games. Oh, probably if I set the game to Backbone, then probably it should do this. Tales Noir. Interesting. There is not even a Steam Twitch category. Playing indie noir game. Backbone. And is there 18 plus something? Branded, I can only set branded content there. But if I make the 18 something emoji, hopefully this should work out. Or people get incentivized by it because they think they will see something. But content classification. Drugs, intoxication, gambling, significant profanity or vulgarity, sexual themes. I think we are here at significant profanity or vulgarity. And sexual themes? I'm not sure. I mean, we have sexism and racism. Violent and graphic depictions. It's not very graphic, it said. Gambling. Maybe it's drugs, intoxication, or excessive tobacco use. I mean, since it's a noir game, I would say we have tobacco use there. And political and sensitive social issues. Probably yes. So in that case, I ticked all the boxes for that. I hope I don't forget to take them out the next time when I'm doing some innocent game dev. Right. Then let us try Backbone. And look at this. We have an icon and the game is just called detective.exe. And the icon is a raccoon. So then let's get rid of the music and start Backbone. And we already have our first cigarette here. We probably also want to have this in full screen, right? Unreal Engine, pixel art in Unreal Engine. Let's try going full screen. I'm not sure what resolution I'm running. Window or window full screen? There we go. Okay, that looks better. Okay, let me know how the audio is going. Frame rate, let's limit this to 60 FPS. Because even if I always limit to 60 FPS because my screen doesn't get beyond 60 FPS and I don't want to burn, I don't know, in a mountain of coal just to have my computer run 1000 FPS that I don't see anyway. So audio could be a bit higher. Good to know. How about now? Thank you for reminding me. Let's see here. Are there any audio settings? Okay, everything is at 5. So if you think that the game is maybe the music is too loud or the ambiance, please let me know. And look at this likely ban evader. How do we know that it's a ban invader? Well, probably they get banned. Okay, maybe up a bit still. Here we go. I mean, right now we're at a somewhat quiet part of the music. As for language, let's see. Oh, look at this. Even German and Polish. So we could also play in Ruski, but we probably do not want this. So I would just say the second language is German. So at any time during the game, you can switch between the primary language and the secondary language. That's cool. I've already learned something because this would be nice in other games where, for example, you want to learn a language. For the most games it's English, but then you can switch when you're not sure right in-game back to the German or whatever whatever is your mother tongue, and can switch back and forth and actually play the game as a language learner. That's very cool. Okay, then there are no more complaints about the audio quality or volume. So that's very stylish again. Let's start a new game then. There we have heavy tobacco use. I really like this combination of pixel art and Unreal Engine. Sorry, I missed your call. Yeah, no problem. 27 on the buzzer. Just enough time to clean up. Okay, use A and D to move around, press E to interact, and Tab to access the detective menu. Okay, this is the detective menu. Very cool. So inspect the cork board. Okay, Greenery, Labor District, West End Village. My diploma project, Places of Absolute Solitude. Only action my camera sees these days is snapping fools leaving places they shouldn't be in. Okay, so it doesn't change. What do we have here? Ah, Pianetti, you beautiful, dangerous renegade you. Maybe one day you'll settle down and call me again. Mama Helen Lothar taught me everything I know, and I've spent years trying to unlearn half of it. Ah, Gastown, that's the dream. Well, if you're a bourgeois snob who dreams of overpriced salad. It is nice and clean, though. Audio could still, or audio is fine. What else is here? Home to the high and mighty. Skyscrapers full of apes, big shots and gated communities. They can keep it. Valet Town or Vale Town? Good place for a nice but expensive date. Museums, fancy music halls. I've not been for a long time. Granville. Granville, where the night comes to life. It's got rough edges, but it feels like home. The docks where all the fishing boats hang out. Plenty of warehouses and seriously sketchy dive bars, too. The West End. No one's idea of paradise. Mainly factories and cramped tenement blocks full of neglected souls. Labor District, apparently also not too good. That's where the stuff gets made. Doing honest work with your hands. Not a bad life, really. And the Greenery is where most of our food is grown. Widest open spaces in the city. More restrictions on public visits every year. Okay, cool. This is the town we're in. Case files or inspect desk. Okay, use the mouse to drag and drop items. Some items can be picked up by pressing E. E to pick up. Ah, okay. So I'm hitting E and then... So all we're doing is cleaning up then. Because... Okay, when I hit E, it automatically centers my mouse cursor there, which is a bit strange. I always want to right click to get out of menus. Probably some game taught me this. The animation is so smooth. Yeah, it's... Like I said, this combination of pixel art and Unreal Engine. I mean, when you look here, for example, this looks like actual shadows that are being cast here onto the floor. Yes, indeed. And even there on the shower curtain. That's nice. So I love the style already. Gotta hit up Frankie to fix it when I have cash. So, never. Notes on fridge. Call mom, buy soap, pay bills, don't die. Photochemicals. Leaving photo developers in the kitchen is a sure road to poisoning. Or a great soup. A Gold Princess, yeah, the lighting blows my mind, so nice. In pixelated shadows. Yeah, I love pixels. Okay. The window. Hard to get tired of this view. And, oh, we can place the dishes, of course, in the sink. I'll wash these later. Probably not. And the toilet, let's inspect the toilet. You know what? For this tiny toilet room, again, they're in this 3D and even atmospheric style. I kind of like it. I really have to say I kind of like it. What are the toilet books? The Great Apes, The Great Story. Swell toilet read. So have we cleaned up? Oh, we can place the chemicals here. Everything knows its proper place. That must be Mrs. Green. Odette, excuse me? I'm looking for Detective Lothar. We spoke on the phone. Ah, yeah, that's very Disco Elysium. So, let's see. Is it a bit too loud? Okay, so, that's me. You were awake before. So tell me everything, Mrs. Green. Odette, please. And it's a matter I'd like to be discreet about. You don't last long in this game with a loose tongue, or do you have anything to hide? You know what? I'm playing helpful. I'm a helpful raccoon detective. All right, what we are dealing with here. I understand this sort of thing is routine in your line of work. It's about my husband, you see. I'm listening. He just hasn't been himself lately. Getting home at odd hours, making weird excuses. You try to talk to him about it? Yes, but he gets difficult. Like, it's my fault. Listen, I just need to know if you can get proof of his infidelity. I need it for the court. Court? Are you filing for a divorce? Oder I'll get you the proof of that. I'm taking the case. Well, we need some more information, I would say. What do you need to know? What made you think he's not faithful? He was always a private kind of man. Now he started getting home late, missing work and smelling funny. And you caught him lying? Well, he's just so bad at it. He was much of a liar when we first met, or at least I thought so. Has he been aggressive? I can't see how this is pertinent, Mr. Lothar. Or that personal details can make or break a case. That's true. I don't see how this would help you take a photo of my husband. I'm an investigator. I know better what's required for the case. Yeah, let's mansplain. No, I have to know if he's dangerous. Fine. He has a mean temper, unpredictable. That's all you need to know. You want to file for divorce? That's right. And above all, I need something damning enough that custody won't even be a question. Your husband will want the kids. I can't take any chances anymore. But he has said or done something to make you think he would? This is a separate issue. One I don't want to dig up right now. Okay, well then we say evidence for a custody battle is extra, so... No, let's be nice. I work better when I know everything. I'd really rather keep a few boundaries, Mr. Lothar. Then we say, I'm taking the case. Let's talk final details. What do you need to know? What does he look like? Where would I find him? Yeah, it helps if we know what he looks like. Here's a photo. He's an otter, of course. He wears glasses, square ones, and his wedding band, as far as I know. Oh, and he carries a black briefcase to and from work. Where would I find him, usually, I mean? Usually at work or at home. He never used to stop anywhere. Now it's all the time. Where does he work? At the Woof Bank on Granville. I'll write the address down for you. How would I pick him out of a crowd? He wears a suit to work. I picked out his green tie and hat for him today. Okay, so otter and green just like her then. I think we can work with this. Have you met any of his friends? No, but he's mentioned a few guys. Says they get together after work sometimes. What's his full name? Any aliases? Jeremy Green. Oh, Green, that helps. I think people at work call him Jazz. That should be enough. There's just a matter of my fee. I can give you 100 now and 50 when you bring me the photos. Will that suffice? Yes, plus any unexpected expenses. It's not just my life riding on this. I can only afford one shot. What assurance can you give me that you're the right guy for the job? Care about my clients, your problems are my problems. Well, that's a bit much. It's a matter of trust, Odette. Do you trust me? That feels a bit overreaching. To be honest, I can't. All I can do is my best. I have to put a lot of trust in you, Mr. Lothar. Please, don't let me down. Of course, I'll get right on it. Call you later tonight. Goodbye, Odette. Okay then, let's see what we have in our case files. And we have a new objective. Track Jeremy Green and find evidence of his infidelity that Odette could use in the court. Insurance fraud, stolen cars, estranged lovers. Should probably bin some of these old file cases. Old case files, not old file cases. So then let's see Granville. Where the night comes to life. It's rough. It's got rough edges, but it feels like home. Okay then, do we need our camera? I would assume. Do we have a camera? Or is it anything there that we can use on the toilet? No, it's just toilet books. So far, I really like the atmosphere of it. So inspect corkboard, that's just what we did. So I think all we can do is to Granville. Also having a bit of coffee. Nice. That's very cool. A good princess and a good simple mystery hook, and what a good title drop. Yeah, this dubstep noir jazz. I mean, that's, and look at this. This is an Unreal game because we got here wet reflections on tarmac. This is what I'm here for, and it looks so good. It looks so good. So let's see. Granville smells like wet concrete, overpriced fast food and puke. My kind of battleground. Is there we even have water drips on the lens. That's nice. So what else? Let's talk to the squirrel here. Yo, old man. Take a look at this photo. Have you seen this guy around? Or how's it going, fella? Just hanging. What's up with you? You could say I'm hanging too. From my hanging to yours, peace, bro. Take a look at this photo. Have you seen this guy around? Nah, man, even if I had, why would I tell you? Good point, bye. Lawyer's office. Hold shift to run. Yeah, I don't want to run. I want to look at the scenery. The day bought a bike. Citizen Maine. Johnny and John don't drive. And there's Anatoly. And Rogue. What is Rogue? They did a great job of restoring the Rogue. If people watched more movies, maybe the world wouldn't be so sad. Yeah, it's super nice. and also with the lighting effects and so on. And I mean, just the pedestrians here and this guy on a bike, and there's just a lot of happening here. It really feels like, I mean, we even have here this. Is this a horse typing or writing and pigeons in front? I love the amount of detail here that we have. So what can Anatoly say? Hey, if it isn't Mr. Howie, what's a rascal like you up to on a fine evening like this? So, my beaver, how are Estrella and the kids? They're both doing just fine. Essie and I are good. Great. We even, bless the shepherd, got a second lad due soon. Oh, I got a great story for you. Too many if you ask me, or another. Wow, you guys are lucky. Thanks, he's a big one too. Essie's round as a watermelon. Anyway, the story. I tell her, ha, woman, you get any bigger and I would fit you in the trunk of the car. Huh. Funny. And so, she just turns to me with the eyes of a killer and says, give me the bread, honey. Oh boy, women, man. Yeah, okay. Women, mysterious creatures. They love bread. So we break the news to our boy Victor. Son, you're gonna have a bro soon. He's like, oh no, a bro? What is it? What was it, Tolly? Or I just have one, or aha, let's go with aha. So I tell him, Mom and Papa worked hard, so the apes let us have another baby. Baby boy, just like you. Little Victor, poor soul, starts laughing. Oh, Daddy, we're going to be so happy. Me and baby bro will play all the time. And I say, sure, son, but here's the catch. There always is. You and Mama gonna have to look after him, because 2 babies means 0 daddies, because daddy has to work 4 shifts instead of 2. Wow, good luck, Tolly. Now, can I speak? Howie, you're a terrible audience as usual. What's eating ya? This guy is. Take a look. Have you seen him recently? Heard anything on the grapevine? Yeah, I seen him. Barrel of Love's kinda guy. Smell really bad. Took him back from the bite a couple of times. He smelled of what exactly? You know, poopy kinda smell. Stale booze and perfume, herbs, awful stuff. Oh, did you ever talk? Did he mention anything that seemed strange? Nah, he was too wasted to talk most of the time. His smell did enough talking for both of us. Any idea where he'd be now? Guess the bite is as good as a guess as any. It's a goopy place though, eh? Thanks, Anatoly. You're a detective's best friend. My regards to Estrella. Take care, my man. Okay, so we found something out at least. Oh, what's here with the canines? Cocktails at the movies. Sounds like a great plan for the weekend, actually. Dr. Cyclops is one of the movies. And NT. So it was Windows Northern Tickets then. What's on the poster here? Eden Simmons is the hottest new jazz star. See her tonight, only at The Bite. There we have to go. And here the Wolf Bank, if we recall, is where our guy Mr. Green was working. Wolf Bank. Is this where Green works? Yes, indeed. What's on the poster here? A little help can go a long way. Should we talk to the bankers? Or fish, shrooms, and veggies. I mean, and here is the bite that we're looking at. And there's the bouncer, but we know him by name. I'm just going to explore a little bit further. And of course, there's an alley behind the bite. This might be helpful. Lucius is a barber shop. Oh, crouch mode. Good to know. Ah, crap. Down is on duty in the booth up ahead. I can't deal with him right now. Ah, okay. So this is why we We're crouching here so that CDP doesn't see us. Downy. That's... And when we get back up, by the way, when we crouch down, if you notice at the edges of the screen, there's a pretty nice effect where it gets a little bit blurry, and we get a bit of distortion going on. Even the windows there are reflecting. There is so much pixel art in this one. There is so much going on. And this is Bo. So, okay, this is the street. Sneaking too interesting. Yes, indeed. So I think we want to sneak past this guy here. But yeah, the look already and the atmosphere is super. It's interesting that they chose Unreal Engine for this kind of game, but I mean, looking at the reflections and everything, it just oozes atmosphere. That's pretty cool. So, well, first let's ask here the banker guys. What's going on? Yeah. How are you doing this pleasant evening? Why do you care? Is Jazz around? And who are you? Wallace, asshole owes me money. I've been looking for him everywhere. You and me both, pal. And Derek, good luck getting it back anytime soon. Oh, he'll pay. I can find him. Seen him today. Course, but the wimp ass left work early. He's scared Derek's gonna split his wig. Something happened at work? Heard his contract is not getting renewed. Bastard had it coming. Ah, interesting. Where do you think he headed? What say you boys? Home to his nagging bitch of a wife? Through the gutter where he belongs? Only apes know. You're an asshole, you know that? That's always a good. Oh, thank you, Ghoul Prince. That's very nice. You're an asshole, you know that. That's always a good reply, I wanted to say. You got a girlfriend or something? If you reckon harlots are sort of girlfriends, then sure. Could be with one of them for all I know. Did you boys spend time with him outside work? Yeah, we used to have a blast at the Bite every Thursday, till he turned into a needy leech. The Bite, could he be there now? How the fuck would I know? Now skedaddle, rack. I'll just do that. So we got our second clue that he might be here in the Bite. I definitely wouldn't fit in with that crowd. Wouldn't want to. Hey Hank. No entrance for raccoons. Goodbye. My friend Carlos is waiting inside. This never works. I'm sure we can arrange something, big boy. What do you need? Get me a personal invitation signed by the great apes and I'll let you in. Deal? Sure. Bye. Sounds like we have to look into the alley and see what we can find. Should have hired Phil. Oh, nice. Look, there are people that probably know something. What's going on here? Stay vigilant. Okay, this stay vigilant comes up a lot. So what's up with Larry? Howard? Well, I'll be damned. It's been a while. Wow, Larry? The one and only. It's been too long. What's going on, old man? Who you're calling old, you old rascal? Alright, that's fair. Plus, these rags likely don't help my appearance any. So didn't expect to see you here, to be honest. Who really expects to see anyone of note in a back alley? What's going on? What are you up to? Wait, do you live here? Live? Have you seen how tough the crowd here is? No, I live at the bridge. It's really not as bad as it sounds. I'm so sorry, Larry. Can I help in any way? Not really, thank you though. Now, what's your deal? Have you seen an otter guy around here recently? What did he do? Can't tell, client confidentiality. Must be a shifty guy. What's he like? He's about my height, chubby, wears a green hat. He's short, skinny, wears a yellow hat. Here's a photo. let's go with here's a photo. Haven't seen him, sorry. Let me know if you need anything. I'm here often and hear people talk. I got a lead, but the bouncer won't let me into the bite. Tough break. It's really more of a cat and dog crowd in there. You said you guys an otter? That's weird. Have any ideas how I could get in? Or where can I get a good disguise? Maybe if I was a handsome cat. Yeah, probably we cannot disguise as a cat. What you could ask is Johnny. He'd know better than me. Who's Johnny? Squirrel kid with a leather jacket. He's a pusher. I don't entirely know what his deal is with the bite, but they're chummy. What sort of stuff does Johnny push? Your typical, like hype and Shatterfang. Oh, get this, he started rolling out something called monkey butt. Who comes up with these names? It's like they don't want you to do drugs. And you think this Johnny guy'd help? Monkey butt? What do you know about the bite? Owner's a Bloodworth. Okay, owner's a Bloodworth. So lots of rumors floating around about the whole ordeal. Bloodworth, the bear family? Crime family. Last year heard of the family up and died and shit hit the fan. Heir ended up in prison. And the current owner is a relative? Yeah, she's the alleged... What a strange word. Illegitimate, that's the word. Yeah, she's the illegitimate daughter or something. Whoa, what are the rumors? Oh, all kinds of bullshit. How she's got an ape for a lover. Or that she was the one who got all the others killed so she could take over. And you think this Johnny guy could help? Might take some convincing, but he's chill. I've seen him help people cut the line. His clients, I think. Well, monkey butt? Yeah, word is this new thing's the shit. Though perhaps a bit less figuratively than one might wish. Stanky thing. Does it have kind of a herbal stink? No first-hand experience, but I guess that could be a more delicate way to put it. Okay, so we know our guy is this otter apparently hanging in a crowd that he doesn't belong to, and we need to find out more. All right, hopefully that's enough to get me into the bite. Thanks. You got it, Howard. A welcome distraction, really. See you soon? Sure, Larry. Thank you. I'll see you. Okay, this was helpful. We have here find Johnny, persuade him to get me into the bite. Okay, Jeremy Green is a frequent visitor, so we have found something. So what's here with the intercom? Should we try the intercom? What else is here? Safety, safety. Yes, yes, no, no. Safety. Okay, no answer on the intercom. Larry's my fave voice so far. Thank you. It's also the one that sounds like a future Phil. It's hard coming up with voices. And Badger Dash says amazing. Oh, thank you. You're just too kind. Yeah, you can hire me for your mediocre voice acting work. So let's talk to Johnny. It was the squirrel guy, right? I mean, I could run, but I'm just too mellow a raccoon. So there's the squirrel guy. Yo, old man. Are you Johnny? Who's asking? Name's Wallace. What do you want, Waldo? Heard you deal monkey butt? The fuck? Where did you get that stupid idea, Striper? Just a rumor that's going around. So will you help me out? Look, old man, you couldn't handle that stuff even if I did have it. But you know where to get it. Just square things between me and the bouncer. Hank doesn't let any old chump in for good reason. Say I make you simpatico, what does Johnny get in return? Johnny gets not to be introduced to the cops. Oder just a warm fuzzy feeling. You're a nice guy after all. We could try this. Or I'm a detective. My mark is in the bite. I'll owe you one. I think this is how it works there. You owe each other. You shitting me? Prove it, punk. Look at me. I'm a raccoon in a trench coat. Yeah, so all I see is a filthy trash mobster who drinks alone and cries over his dirty magazines every night. Probably lives with his mama too. And the trench coat is just a final pitiful cherry on the top of a crab cake. Takes one to know one. Oder, oder, by the way, when I say oder, it's or in German. So I'm bouncing between too many different languages and accents. Weird hearing that from a fellow with so much fur gel that he literally sticks to the wall, don't you find? I just go with this. Takes one to know one. That's simple. I can't believe you're for real. What a riot. You know what? Screw it. Meet me at the entrance. I'll get you in. I can't wait to hear what happens to you in there. To you in there. I aim to please. Okay, thank you, game. We stumbled through this dialogue. But apparently we can make our way inside the bar. Oh my god, a German language god, cause I knew that one. Oh, good. Good. Oder. Yeah. So, what's up, squirrel? So, talk to the bouncer. What are you waiting for? What do you want? Here's Johnny. Hey, Johnny. Oh, you brought my favorite customer, Striper. You can come in. Don't cause any trouble. Thanks. I'm very much looking forward to what this looks like now. Ooh, nice. Jazz, alcohol, beautiful canine ladies. All a little too high-end for my taste. And I think we've seen the poster of the singer before, right? So that's probably her. Or is this... This must be the singer. Ingrid. Let's talk to Audrey. Isn't this too dreamy? Well, you sure are. Well, listen, I'm looking for someone. God, I love this music. Oh, cool. There's even a vocalist on the music. I'm looking for my friend, an otter. Have you seen him? I haven't, sorry. Are you sure? He would have been wearing a green tie and glasses. Not really. Leave me alone, okay? Sorry to bother you. Have a pleasant evening. So this must be the torch singer then. Or we can listen to music. Look at this. That's pretty cool. Thank you, Kersey. Let's also have some water. I mean, this is a bar after all. So the pixels on the characters are a bit fuzzy. Maybe this is due to the anti-aliasing? Or the temporal anti-aliasing in Unreal Engine? Because it looks a little bit too random on what's happening there on the pixels. But that's kind of cool that we can just say we want to listen to music and we get pans. Okay, what's with Ingrid? Evening, sugar. Enjoying yourself? In here? How could I not be? Not yet. My friend's late. I'm worried about him. How touching. They are regular? Jeremy is usually here like clockwork. Maybe I've seen him. What's he like? Green tie, green hat, glasses. Sounds more like you're describing a wanted man. What are you looking for him? For drinks. You could try asking the bartender. Or Mrs. Bloodworth. Thanks for your time, miss. Call me Ingrid, mister. How rude of me, Wallace. Mr. Wallace, I hope we see you again soon. Goodbye. I think we will see each other soon. This is, after all, some sort of noir story. What's here with Clarissa? You look a little lost. It's that obvious? It is to me. What gave it away? Or it's not my usual scene? Or you, however, seem right at home. I practically am. Wouldn't you say so, boy? First name terms with the bartender too, eh? Allow me to formally introduce myself. I'm Clarissa Bloodworth. I own the bite. Okay, good to know. Well, allow me to say you've got a very cozy place here. Thanks. I do strive to offer a sophisticated experience here. So, to whom do I owe the pleasure? Name's Wallace. The pleasure is mine, Wallace. What's your profession? Good. Nothing specific, just gigs here and there, whatever pays. Or photographer or publishing house. Do you read? Well, that sounds a little bit overstepping. Let's say I'm a photographer, private stuff mostly. A creative soul, impressive. So how can I help, darling? Well, you're the expert. Do you have any special recommendations? Folks say that our chef's special is to die for, but I pride myself on everything here being equally special. So what brought you here tonight? I was looking for an otter gentleman, name of Jeremy Green. Know him? Or maybe we shouldn't be that straight up with her. I mean, she probably knows everyone in here, and since we're asking for him, then let's just say I'm just here to meet a friend. Is that so? More of a regular than you? Sure is, always taking the place up. What's his name? If he's here tonight, I'll know. Jeremy, last name Green. Otter, boring but nice type. And you were just meeting him for a quiet drink? She knows that we don't, right? Well, that's our business. I don't believe you, which makes it my business too. That's your prerogative, I guess. Or we're co-workers and we agreed to meet here. What's the problem? Why would I be lying? This is really on the nose. Let's say that's your prerogative, I guess. Mr. Wallace, if that is your real name, playing coy clearly doesn't suit you, and it's certainly not appropriate in my establishment. I suggest you take your business elsewhere. Damn it. Your loss. Me and my friend won't be coming back. Yeah, this is... What did I do? Or I'd rather stay. Oh, I must insist. Or should I ask Hank to insist instead? He can be oh so persuasive when he's angry. No need, I'm blowing this joint. Thank you. Perhaps me and the real you will see each other again sometime. We probably will. Yeah, this was not really helpful. We didn't even get to the bartender. Bad. Probably shouldn't have lied to her. Let's try again. Beat it, Striper. Clarissa Bloodworth. What's her deal? I need to find another way in. Yeah, let's try the alley again, right? I'm not furry, but that's a woman I like. Wowee! I mean, yeah, she's got class. And she definitely owns the place. Oh, what's with Florence? Florence looks a bit, I don't know, bad. What you looking at? Why are you here? Are you all right? Just need to get into that building there. Let's say, are you all right? I'm fine. What's it to you anyway? Florence, right? Read it on a tag. Piss off, I told you I'm not leaving till I get her back. Get who back? Are you looking for someone? Heh, right. Make like you don't know. Not fooling me, no sir, I'm on to you. And I'm not moving from this spot till you let me talk to my daughter. Are you looking for your daughter? I'm no fool. I know she's in there. But she doesn't want to talk to me. No, that's not. They won't let me see her. Listen, I mean you no harm. You just looked like you could use some help. Or is she at the bite? I'll keep an eye out for her if I manage to get in. You're not one of them thugs? I mean you no harm. You just looked like you could use some help. Well, maybe I could if you're really not. What happened to your daughter? She's in that filthy... And I've been coming for days, but they say they won't let me talk to her. I'm her mother, damn it. What's she doing in there? Kids decide she's gonna make it all on her own. Lands herself in a whorehouse. Stupid. Oh, and they're drugging her. I know it. They won't let her see her own mother. My poor baby. Why won't they let you talk to her? Or I'll keep an eye. Yeah, why won't they? Say she doesn't want to talk to me, but they're lying. I know it. They just want to keep it all hushed up like. Gray fur. Name's Rosie. Rose. Drives her nuts when I call her Rosie. Just turned 20. If they hurt a single whisker on my baby's face, I swear I'm gonna burn this hive to the ground. How are you so sure she's still in there? She's my baby. I know where she is. I can sense it. When did you last see her? I mean, we're a detective after all. 2-3 weeks ago, we had a fight. So she's been visiting the bite before? Told me she was waitressing, but I asked around. This hole serves drugs and sleaze. So you thought about her job at the bite, and that was the last time you saw her. What about it? Nothing, I'll just do my best to find her. Thank you. Tell her I'm waiting out here. They haven't told her, I'm sure. So you tried to get in. How did that work? Well, apparently not, otherwise she wouldn't be here. Do you know of any other way in? No, I've heard voices up on the roof, but how do you get there? Oh, so you tried to get in. How did that work? Well, I've been coming some days, right? I've seen the cider truck before. Guys say this phrase into the intercom and they let them in. Oh, good to know. What's the code? I memorized it word for word. Great fire, damn me. I looked at the wrong schedule. Let me in. Alright, thanks for helping me out. I better go look for a way in then. Please, if you see my daughter, just tell her I need to see her. Please. Take care. Alright then. Oh. And there's the truck. Let's have a look at the truck. It's a delivery truck. The door is open. Break in. Cool. The interior is filled with cardboard boxes and smells like rust. There is a weird looking recording device on a dashboard. The compartment seems to be unlocked. Well, let's open the compartment. And we find a couple of newspapers and documents that look like invoices or checks. Let's look at the invoices. They all mention a company called Starling Cider Limited Purchasing Unnamed Goods from Bite Foods LLC. The most recent purchase is supposed to be happening today. Then look at the newspapers. 2 newspapers for September and October. They don't look like anyone was reading through them. Then the headlines are: Epidemic continues. Geese may be spreading disease. Geese. And October 9th. Vicious wall attack. Leaves 3 defenders wounded. Okay. Doesn't help me a lot, but let's leave. Or should we try now the intercom? Because now I think we know it. No answer. Or should we use here in the truck the device? It's a voice recording device hardwired into a truck dashboard, probably set for surveillance. Interesting. You might be able to print out the recordings if you enter correct dates. So we got September 22 and October 9th. Select dates from the invoices and newspapers. September 22nd. Got 3 packages for you. Geez, damn you, I can't find that money. I can't fit that many. Okay. We expected you 2 hours ago. Continue being an ass and I'll leave. And October 9th. We have 5 packages ready for pickup. 3 is all I can fit in the truck. You're 4 hours late. Leave me alone. Okay, these mean nothing to me. So try to use the device. Select dates from the invoices and newspaper. Got 3 packages for you. Geez, damn you, I can't fit that many. Expected you 2 hours ago. Continue being an ass and I'll leave. Okay. Leave. I don't know what I'm doing. This puzzle has me stumped. Because there's no answer on the intercom and I'm not really sure what I'm doing here. Or should be doing. So we listen to the recordings again. Today, where have you been? We expected you 1 hour ago. Great fire, damn me. I looked at the wrong schedule. Let me in. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Read the newspaper headlines. Why are they... They are appearing and disappearing. I can just have a look at the log. Yeah, I really am not sure what I'm seeing. I mean, there's a ladder, maybe that leads to the roof. Yeah, I'm a bit stumped. What does my objective say? Find a way back inside the bite. Yeah. So I'm not... I mean, this must be a puzzle where I need to maybe 3 packages, 2... I saw numbers there and apparently the game says the dates are important, but I don't understand their actual importance. Or how I can trigger this. I mean, listen to the recordings again, leave, or read the newspapers again. But from her, we already know that it's the last one. But how did it go? Did you find him? I got kicked out. Oh, Howard, how'd you manage that? I think I poked the bear. The bouncer? I met Clarissa Bloodworth. Oh man, what did you do? If she's upset, you better get used to watching your back. That's what I figured. How do I get back in there? Now hold up, you said you didn't get into cases like this anymore. And you told me you had no first-hand experience with monkey butt. People don't change, Larry. Or, Larry, something's wrong and I need to find out, or it doesn't matter. I need to get in. I need to. Well, let's pick the first one. That's probably most in character. Larry doesn't say anything. Look, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have brought that up. No, you're right. Probably reek of the stuff too. Listen, I'm no one to judge. I'm just trying to explain. Don't explain things to me, Howard. I'm happy to help, but this is where we draw the line. I hear you. How do I get back in? The truck over there just arrived, and some fellows entered through the back door. I also heard voices coming from the roof, so they must have a door up there. Okay, tell me about the rooftop. Well, most of these old buildings have one. Problem is, how are you gonna get on the roof? Is there a fire escape? You could give me a lift. Nah, no fire escape, and the bite is too high. Are there any smaller structures you could climb first? The press stand! Whoa there, that could work. Start with the press stand, go to Mackenzie and proceed along the roofs. But you should know that Bo is kind of a dick nugget. That's the most accurate description of Bo I've heard in my life. You're welcome. Anyway, I'd suggest talking to him and see if he'd be up for it. Then tell me about the back door. They have a little intercom box. You ring, they pick up, and if you're someone they're expecting, they buzz you in. Any clue on how I could become someone they're expecting? No idea. Maybe they use some sort of a code? You're the detective, not me. And yeah, thanks for the help. So maybe this is something that we needed? Or should we try the roof? I mean, listen to the recordings, September 22. We expected you 2 hours ago. So it's 3 and 2, 9. We have 5 packages. And 3 is 8. So 5, 3, that's 8. We have expected you 1 hour ago. Great fire, damn me. I looked at the wrong schedule. Let me in. So apparently it's related to what's going on, like the geese. But again, I'm kind of stumped. So let's try the newspaper stand then. Wherever that was. What's Lucius? $14.99 for a trim. I'll stick to the mirror, a pair of scissors, and a large whiskey. Ah, crap. Downey's on duty in the booth up ahead. I can't deal with him right now. I like it that we're here on the open street, which we're just sneaking past. So what's up with Sid? Feeling peckish? I got sweet and savory. You can mix and match, make your own trail mix. How about it? Sorry. Do you hang around Granville often? I'm here from time to time. Can I help you with something, sir? I need to find a way into the Bite. A fancy jazz bar? I assume you tried the front door. I got kicked out through the front door. Oh, maybe there's a back door? I really don't know the place very well, sorry. You're itching to ask something. Go ahead. Why did you get kicked out, sir? Got into an argument that turned into a fight. Why are you trying to get back in? Sounds like trouble. I left my keys inside. I met someone special and they're inside that bar. Oh, a love story. I love love. I'll tell you more if you tell me how to get in. Sorry, sir. I really wish I could help. I would if I could, I swear. But I was being truthful before. I don't know any way to get in. Ever been on the rooftops? No, sir. Wish I could be of more help, but I've never been up there myself. I don't know. No problem, kid. Thanks. Of course, sir. Can I offer you some seeds? Sure. Got pumpkin seeds? Of course. Got salted and unsalted. Each baggy's worth a half loon, but I'll give you 3 for a loon. That's a steal. Just one. Is your name really Sid? Yep, short for Sidwell, but no one calls me that. It's a nice ring to it. Sid's seeds. My Aunt Nata insisted on it. Thinks it's cute. Cute and memorable. Thanks for the seeds. I gotta run. Okay, then. What's Mackenzie and Sons? Rich people clothes. One sock is more expensive than my whole outfit. I always forget to when I walk away to quit. Oh, Foxy Burger. That sounds nice. Once I got punched by a guy in a fedora, who then puked all over my new coat. Ah, memories. Garbage bin. Yeah. Let's see. Socks, takeaway boxes, cigs. Aha! A ticket to the Bite. Thanks, trash bin. Can we try this again? Okay, this is the press stand. Let's try and see if we can convince Bo.
Good day to you, friend. Fancy some fresh news?
Anything good happening for a change?
For a loon, you can read them all with your own eyeballs.
Just want the headline.
Front pages today are all Great Ape Parade preparations underway. Celebrations start Friday.
How is that news? It's the same every year.
No way. The floats are different every time. Gotta sell mounts of nibbles. Drop by.
One more thing. I'd like to climb your stand, please.
Absolutely not. Do you know how much time and effort it takes to keep the stand in good condition?
Come on, Bo. I need this for work. Or what if I offer you something in return?
Now that you mention it, maybe you could help out with a little issue I've been having.
Spill it.
I need that seep-selling Pika hawker of Granville. Can you do that?
Sorry, who?
That stinking Pika with the cart. By the clothes store.
He's just a kid. Why he's a problem?
This rodent on the wheels doesn't have to worry about allowance, rent, or utilities. He sells his nibbles dirt cheap and poaches my business.
You sure he's evading allowance, though? So what do you want me to do about it, or why don't you tell the police? You sure he's evading allowance, though?
How else would someone profit off those prices?
So what do you want me to do about it?
I want that damn rodent off Granville. Can you take care of that?
It's not really my style, Bo.
Scratch, back, mine, yours.
You're lucky I'm desperate. Wish me luck. Fine. Then let's talk to the kid again. Hey there, back for more? Listen, I have a strange favor to ask. Oh, okay. Could you leave Granville at least for tonight? Oh, I'd rather not. Thing is, Granville's a great sales spot this time of night. Bo wants you off his turf. Oh, well, of course he does. He thinks we're rivals. Well, screw him. What did he promise you? Remember I asked about the rooftops? What's that got to do with anything? I found a way, but Bo won't let me go through until you leave. Or, it's complicated. I'll owe you one. Secret's fine, but how about we get rid of Bo instead? I'm listening. Bo thinks he owns Granville because he has a paid-up permit spot. I'm just paying the hand I've been dealt. My mom and I built this cart with our bare hands. I'm just trying to help my family. Where's this going? Bo's a bigot. He hates my guts because I'm a young rodent boy doing better than him. I'm a good boy. What's the kicker? Did you know Bo sells adult magazines? Very naughty, illegal ones. Let him know you know? You know? You think he'll buy it? He'll blink anything to protect his precious permit. Let's team up. Let's get this bully off Granville, or that's a swell idea, partner. Heck yeah, mister. Go talk to him. I will bow to the shepherd before you. Okay, bye. Yeah. Let's tell Bo.
Well, you get rid of that parasite?
I think you should leave, Bo.
What?
I heard a rumor. There's a police raid coming up.
A raid? I'm a law-abiding citizen.
You're a porn dealer, Bo.
I'm a hard-working rodent business owner. How dare you accuse me? I will not stand for this.
Should I go fetch Downey?
No, please, man. This is my only income. I can't lose my kiosk. Why are you doing this?
I'm going then. Police officer!
Wait, I'll leave, asshole. Damn you and your whole kind.
Bye. I think that worked out well. So let's climb the newsstand. By the way, I just hit E and the rest is the game doing this by itself. Oh, look. That's nice that we get a nice view of the city. Who's the top dog now, Foxy Burger? Suck it. I like that there apparently is even verticality in this level. So we're on the roof at last. Damn, what a view. Guess there are benefits to risking your life on rain-slicked rooftops. Yeah, it's kind of nice actually. So what do I do here? Don't mind me, boys. I think he was talking to the pigeons. But that's, like I said, the atmosphere of this entire game is very cool. I love it. And the animations as well. Wish I could just stay here. Maybe the pigeons would accept me as one of their own. So here we are at the bite. All right, Green. After all that, you better be in here, you bastard. Let's have some more coffee while I'm snooping around. A dressing room. Thanks Shepard, it's empty. Okay, no turning back now. Like also how the music changed. Inspect the mirror table. More Margot Moore. Margot Moore is everything right now. Fierce lady. Not really my type though. Nicely wrapped gift. Mine usually came in recycled newspaper. Happy birthday, Rose. I hope they gave you a day off. And we get even some candy. Nothing pops in the mouth like candy, like Pop's candy. What I also like, by the way, is that it's pixel art, yes, but it has been rotated after the fact. If you see here, the pixels are rotated. That's the thing. I mean, this one, the candy, this one here is pixel perfect, but the other parts here, they have been assembled at a high resolution at the actual pixel art, which, you know what, I kinda like. So what else is here on the mirrors? Come on, Howard, you can do this. You're doing this. We'll read the note and it says, some honey for your tea. Mum swears by it. Greg. Who's Greg? Nice fella. So, should I go through the open door or is there anything? Well, we cannot turn back. But you know what? I will crouch when I go through the open door. And yeah, press control to crouch. Just gotta keep my profile low and take a peek into one of the rooms. Jazz must be there. You failed! Don't get caught next time! Okay, at least the game allows me to walk there. Okay, when I hide there in the shadows, this weasel guy won't spot me, I think. Oh, I'm not hiding in the shadows, I'm hiding here in front of something apparently. Must be a couch, I think. Okay, so here we are. Damn, did I miss him? Maybe he left something behind that could help Odette. There's a grease tie stuck behind the frame. How did it get there? Oh, there's a green hat. A green hat. Green must have been here. Now, where's the rest of him? Is this monkey butt? It really does stink like a butt. What the? A secret lift? Interesting. I think I could squeeze into it. Not that I particularly want to, but I can't afford to be picky. Ooh. The plot thickens. So this looks like it's the furnace. That's a grim looking furnace. What are they burning in here? Probably people or animals. So let's open the door carefully and oh look! We're in the storage. Looks like the guests of the bite are eating well. On the corkboard it says, Greg, the inventory was off again. If I catch you stealing food, I'll chop off your grabby little fingers. Grabby little fingers. And the intercom, there we go. So an intercom connected to other rooms in the building. There is a list of extensions. The bar, the freezer, packaging, the kitchen. Well, for now I will just leave and see what else we can find here. An open vent. I could fit through if I crouch. Oh, nice. Now we're inside a vent. And look at the shadows again. It's so simple. It's really just cutouts with pixel art, but with shadows. It has something. Okay, so we're here in the kitchen. Got to make sure I'm not seen by the guys with big knives. Smells delicious. Smells delicious though. So here. Will you go over there, please? Hello? No? This one is ignoring it right now. So maybe I just try to sneak behind. Okay, don't get caught next time. Well, at least the game is very generous with its save points. So why isn't the other one not interested in the second mixer? Oh, maybe I need to use the intercom. That's probably the thing. Okay, let's try the intercom of the kitchen first to get one of the guys. Kitchen. Yo, this is the kitchen. What do you need? If that's Greg, no, I'm not making you a snack. I want to order a large pizza, pineapple on top. How are you doing? You suck. Who is this? Don't you fucking move. Okay, I think somebody's coming. So we have here this one guy, but apparently the mixer here is kind of buggy because the first one should have turned it off, right? So I think I have to fail here and try again because this one mixer was buggy. Okay, so let's try the kitchen again, saying you suck. And then we try sneak past. See, now it works. Now that worked. Very well. Some kind of a locker room. Better keep moving. Well, we can look at the locker first. Ah, look at this. Looks like some sort of... this reminds me of a puzzle in Papers, Please. Gregory, could you maybe keep your papers on your locker? Maybe? You. Okay, that's kind of cool then. So we got here... I mean, the game told us we should be moving, but I kind of like what we can all do here with these things. So let's see what works on what. So we have here a 4 and a 0, or yeah, that's supposed to go like this. This could go on either the 5 or the queen. No, that looks, the 5 looks right. I like it when there are puzzles around like these. See, this is an O and a 0. Maybe I should write this down. Maybe I should write this down. Okay, so we have here a 4, AV1A, a 5, and another 0. I'm not sure what we need this for, but I will take a picture now. This is how I play adventure games these days. It's just I'm taking screenshots and pictures with my phone. I'm not sure what we need this for, but it looks like a puzzle and I love this. Greg, the turn key is missing again. It had better be here when I get back. Oh, Greg. Okay, there's a code lock. Interesting, what kind of code could this be? Well, let's have a look at my photos that I just took. Okay, it could be 1450. Then I'm not sure which is the first actually. So it could be, let's go from smallest to largest. Let's go with 5401. Then 0145, 4510, 0514. I don't understand quite the pattern of this, but I mean, let's try all the permutations. I think I've tried this one. Let's not start with 1 then. Then let's start with 5. Two tricky puzzles, maybe, but when it works, I would feel very intelligent. But apparently, I got something wrong there. I think I have exhausted all the permutations, I think. I mean, if you look at the note, we have something with 1, 4, 5, and O, which I assume is 0. So, I just don't know the order. Let's have another look at the locker. So we have here 1. Is it 1? That's definitely 1. Then we have here the 4, because these things also fit. Here we have this little shape that also fits, and we have here the 0. That looks correct. Anything with these here? I don't know what it is about moving these kind of pixely documents around, but I think it's from Papers, Please. I'm very much drawn to this kind of gameplay. Or is there anything? Ah, okay, this is the clue. This is the clue. So these are the different shapes that we have. So, so the first one is the square. But this one is the last one. So 1 is the last. So probably put it then over there. So that's the last. The first one is here, this little square. Yeah, this was the clue that I was missing. So the circle, which I think is this, is the next one. Those are all circles. And that this lozenge, I think, what's it called? So it's 0451. I think I've had this. 0451. Maybe that was 0451. Apparently this was the only thing that I haven't tried. But it's cool. I love feeling intelligent. It's so cold down here. Where are the lights? Good question. Ah, could be here. There's a light. There's another room. Lights. Oh my fucking what? Dead body. It's a naked dead otter. Okay, we can select between our responses between what the fuck or fuck me fucking jazz or no. Oh no. Let's go with 2 then. The corpse offers you no help. This is Jazz Green. I found him. The pieces fit. It's Odette Green's husband lying here. Okay, try to ascertain the cause of death. Well, sniff the body first. What used to be Jeremy smells like stale booze and cheap cologne held together by a stringent herbal stink. That's enough. I'm going. Okay, this is all that we could do. We only had one thing. So get rid of Sid and escape the bite. Somebody's coming. Quick, I have to hide. So I'm hiding in the container now. Maybe this was not the best thing to do. Greg here. No, I'm still working on a cut. Okay, coming. Okay, so he took a key. The turnkey. Maybe I'll make it out alive. Sorry, Jess, even you didn't deserve this. Nobody does. So I'm sneaking. This is why you probably cannot see me. So we're back at the upstairs. And I think this now lets us use the lift, which I didn't even try before, actually. Sneaking is better when hydrated. Indeed, thank you. So where are we now? We can escape, or we can... Maybe, can we go anywhere? Okay, there's really nothing that we can do but escape. Ooh! Pukey. Oh, the music was just getting started and then we have an act break apparently. Act 2, Connection. How many acts are there? Okay, let's continue then. I wanted to quit playing at the act break, but now I'm a bit curious to see how this goes. A Ghoul Prince says, had to take a bathroom and a coffee making break. Don't know how many mins I missed, but this cutscene music is/was nice. What did you miss? Well, as we were sneaking around in the basement, we found the corpse of the guy that we were looking for. We couldn't do a lot. Only thing that was clear that when we sniffed the corpse, he was smelling like the monkey butt drugs. And then we had to sneak out and make our escape. And this is all we know. So the guy that we just wanted to take pictures of is dead. Has been killed and we don't know why. Okay, Howard says, fuck, fuck, fuck. So it's getting really interesting indeed. They were butchering him to dispose of the body or something worse than that? Is the bite serving people's flesh? Or, no, that's crazy. Oh, I said, is the bite serving people's flesh because I hit the wrong button. They were dismembering corpses and putting them into boxes. I've heard stories about ritualistic cannibalism in the past. Fuck! Every time I close my eyes, I see him lying there. Oh no. I don't remember the smell. Focus on the alcohol. What the fuck am I going to do? This is so fucked. What am I going to tell Odette? Why Jez? What did he do? He could have just been in the wrong place at the wrong time. The guy seemed like a harmless loser. What if he's not the first? How many people has Bloodworth killed? Impossible to know for sure. Maybe I don't even want to know. Is it really cannibalism if they are different species? Good question, Cursibu. Good question. I mean, they're all living together, so then it's technically not cannibalism, but still probably not the proper thing to do. I have a duty to do something, but what the fuck can I do on my own? I have to stop anyone else being butchered like that. Or this is my chance to do something meaningful. I don't want to spend my life snapping cheaters and finding stolen watches. But it's safe, secure, less time around corpses. I also don't want to die. Yeah, I just don't want to be alive sometimes. Fuck, I wish someone would tell me what to do. I'm fine, I can do this alone. Or should we go, I wish I had someone to talk to. Friends, not food. Indeed. No one would get it anyway. I have to wing it by myself, like always. This might be the most important case I've ever had. But is it worth the risk? Should I tell the police? More like a Zootopia situation then. The predator animals are eating prey animals. Apparently, the club was called The Bite, and there were canines hanging around. So probably I should tell the police. Is that really going to work? What would I even tell them? Hi, I broke into private property and I'd like to report a butchering? They'd probably arrest me for trespassing and ignore the rest. The bastards hate unsolved murders. They'd bury the case in red tape. They'd just arrest me and earn a favor from Bloodworth for free. No thanks. Bloodworth probably has some sort of immunity. No way she's doing something like this without someone high up covering for her. So the police are out of the question. Think, Howard, think. What am I going to tell Odette? How about the truth? The truth might be too harsh for her. Or lie. Don't tell her he ran off with someone. Drag it out. Say that I'm still looking for him. But, I would say the truth, but drag it out? Yeah, let's say. I have no idea why he was killed. Maybe I'll find her some proper answers. The truth might be too harsh for her, or lie. I just call her and wing it. Maybe it's for the best that he's gone. I have no clue what to do. I'm useless. Why me? Fuck this. Maybe if I drink enough, I'll forget about it. I just want this day to be over. That was quick. Fuck this. So our objectives are figure out what to do with my life. That's good. So the wishing well, look at us. Someone has been using this as a public toilet. Not sure flipping a coin would help. Again, it's so very atmospheric here. The burning park. Burning park. Remember the great fire. And look at this. Is this a clue? What do these symbols mean? They look deliberate, not just mindless vandalism. And there's a figure with her tail chopped off. Weird. I mean, to these animals, all us humans, we don't have tails, right? So the bonfire. Guess I'll die here. Yeah, we're not in the best mood. What's here with Lune? You really necked that juice, friendo. Rough night? More than I thought possible. Wow, that's bad, huh? That's bad. Whatever happened? You may as well make your peace with it, I guess. Peace? Society is rotting from the inside. Always has been, huh? But welcome to the club, I guess. I don't want to be in your club. Or can I ask you something? Sure, as long as you take it nice and easy. I got a calm spot going here. How did you end up here? Got injured at work. They let me go. So you just gave up? Giving up is a choice. I didn't choose this. The only way to win is not to play, right? If only it was that simple. What did you do before? Worked at the big printworks down in Gastown. Sounds like you're better off out here. Or do you miss it? Listen, friendo, society's a cheap trick. Better get out before it makes you a complete sucker. You have to be a part of the system to change it, or I can trick it right back. Or I'm no sucker. Let's say you have to be a part of the system to change it. We're talking about change now? People like you and me don't change things. I will. Watch me. I'd love to be proven wrong. Bring me a drink when you do. We'll toast to your success. You really think I'll succeed at anything? You're young, a decent kind. You got a tie. You probably think you got options. Damn, it's true. Well, thanks for listening to a washed-up guy's ramblings. If we ever end up under the bridge together, we'll drink and cry the night away. What's wrong with drinking and crying together here? Ha! It's not the right vibe. I'm not staying here long anyway. Gotta keep moving. My name is Howard, by the way. Or you seen those symbols on the plaque? Yeah, seen them. Those are street symbols, not drawn by me, mind you. You know what they mean? More or less. Most of them are dumb tags or simple messages. What do the plaque ones mean? That it's not safe here and you better watch yourself. Not sure about the stick figure with no tail. Might be some cult shit. Cult? The New Dawn Fellowship? Nah, wouldn't be them. I think someone less dangerous but more religious. Almighty Shepherd deniers, perhaps? Can you blame him? One holy dude made all of us, but loved apes the best? Fucking bullshit. I don't want to get into it, friendo. I got today to deal with. Yeah, and I'm not looking forward to tomorrow. I hear that. My name's Howard, by the way. Mine's Looney. Pleasure to meet you. You too. Always nice to pass the time with a new face. I'm gonna go. Bye. Okay, so we know that this is some kind... Oh, by the way, look. Look at the smoke. In a pixel art game, and we have smoke that looks better than in most games. So here in the burning park, we know that these things apparently mean danger. I mean, this park doesn't look too inviting anyway. Lilac bush has that same herbal stink to it that, no. Oh no, oh no. Gopnik.
Hey, pussy boy, let's have a little chat.
Get fucked.
Say that again, come on.
No.
Where did you get the coat? Looks like a lady coat. You're pretty little lady?
Is this your idea of flirting?
Just want a friendly chit-chat. Got any loons for your new friends?
I only make detective money.
You think we're scared of cops?
You should be, you dumb fuck. Oh, wow. I'm not a cop. I'm a private investigator. A poor one.
You lying. Better be honest. Honest takes you places, you heard?
Yeah, like here. Maybe I'll quit being honest.
Quit stalling, pussy boy. You think I'm stupid?
Do you think you're stupid?
What? No, I've got my shit figured out, and I figured out how to take your shit too.
Get it over with then.
Ain't gotta be that easy, matey. Now time for Pain City.
Get fucked. Yeah. This is why we shouldn't be hanging at that park. Ooh. Avert your eyes, children. It wasn't that graphic. Thank the good shepherd. And we've seen a new character that is also on the promo material, so they look, it's Renee. Okay, Howard Lothar, we're safe here. You can relax. You relax, I'm relaxed. What's your name again? Did you hit your head? It's Renee Wilson. Let's talk. Thanks, but I'm not in the mood. We'll see about that, but okay, I'll start. Go ahead. I'm a writer. I've been researching Clarissa Bloodworth for a book on power and influence I'm working on. Who are you working for? Or why are you interested in Bloodworth? How did you find me at the park? Ooh, hello, I love Renee already, right? Well, I left the bite just after you got kicked out. Saw you running around. I wondered what madness you were up to. Just the usual night for me. I stalked out the alley behind the bite on a hunch. 20 minutes later, bingo, puking raccoon. Could have been usual back alley puking. I've got a sensitive stomach. That's all right. Then I followed you, hoping to ask what happened. Not sure why I let you drink that whole bottle first. Oh, but it was worth it. That's up to you. Why are you interested in Bloodworth? She's maybe the most unofficial powerful person in the city. Since she took over as head of her family, she's been expanding. New drugs, high-profile visitors to the bite, and more. So you're an expert on Clarissa? You could say that. I've never talked to her directly, though, and you have. What's she like up close? Intimidating or smart? She could see right through me. Yeah, that's my impression, too. She wouldn't get that far without knowing how to read people and their intentions. What kind of visitors are you talking about? Did you know there's a VIP lounge upstairs at the bar? Super exclusive. Some real influential guys have been seen there. I'm talking top bankers, senior police, even apes. I don't remember the last time I saw an ape in person. They prefer to stay out of the spotlight these days. But I saw another enter the bite just last week. What would an ape be doing at the bite? Either having a good time or Bloodworth has some powerful friends. Is she pushing drugs? Specifically monkey butt. Incredibly potent, super addictive. She serves the clean variety at the bite, and the shittier version is turning up on the streets. It's a stupid fucking name. I think it's smart, makes you giggle. You tell your friends. Then they're curious. Boom, it loosens up the tongue, which for someone like Bloodworth could serve a purpose. Oh, good point. Who are you working for? Myself. As for my funding, there's a guy, a rich, important asshole. It's an ego trip for him, but he knows I don't like being told what to do. Interesting. You like telling others what to do, though? When the time is right, especially when someone really needs telling. Let me guess, everyone needs telling. It's so well written. I like these kinds of dialogues. Only the bad guys. The book I'm writing is about power and influence, how they work, how you get them. My end goal is to discern who really holds the most influence in the city. Sounds like you're in way over your head. Maybe, but I feel like I could really make a difference with this book. No one has really done this work before. Why am I here? What do you want from me? First, I want you to trust me, like I trusted you just now. And what did you find at the bite? No, sorry. I said this wrong. Okay. First, I want you to trust me, like I trusted you just now. What did you find at the bite? You know what? I think I should go home, or I don't want to get anyone else wrapped in this, or from now on I only trust myself. No, let's say I don't want to get anyone else wrapped up in this. Wouldn't it feel nice to share the burden with somebody? Yeah, that'd be nice. I'm here to listen. I can help. What did you find? It's a long story. Start from the beginning. On your way here, you told me you're a PI. What led you to the bite in the first place? I was looking for someone. A lead on a case? I was hired to track a guy, take some photos. Why? What's his deal? Not sure. That's what I was trying to find out. I see. Did you find him? Clarissa threw me out before I had a chance. Yeah. What did you say to her? I lied and she caught me. So what, you went back? Yes, and that's when I found a dead body. What? Where? In the Bite's basement. They were cutting my target up in pieces. What the fuck? Dividing his flesh into neat little chunks. I saw boxes of flesh. It wasn't just one body. Are you fucking joking? Wish I was. Let me get this straight. Bloodworth is cutting up people in the basement of the Bite and then putting them into boxes. Hence the puking. I wouldn't put killing people past her, but this? Why? Maybe it's a power thing or a fetish. Maybe she eats them? Or how the fuck would I know? I thought you were a detective. Never mind. I didn't ask for this. I'm not a fucking murder detective. Okay, wow. It really was an eventful night for you. What are you going to do now? Die, probably. I've got to get my shit together. Exactly. What's your plan? Oh, what's our plan? Since when is it our plan? Since I followed you through the city all night and rescued your soggy ass from a puddle, I have a proposition. What is it? I want to invite you on an adventure. Thanks, but no thanks. Hear me out. Let's find the truth about Bloodworth. She's clearly more dangerous than I thought. Exactly why I'm going to stay away from her. I know you're scared, but I can see how your brilliant mind lights up when we speak. Are you charming me? I've never had a partner before, but my gut feeling says that I can trust you. You found something that I couldn't, and you owe me one. Good, because we clearly can't trust my gut. Just imagine doing your thing while I work behind the scenes. Teamwork. Also, I'll pay you. A partner could be nice. My smarts, your stubbornness. Dream team! I like her. Let's try, I guess. Excellent. Now, tea time. Mind brewing some? But I'm the guest, you do it. And I'm the mastermind pulling the strings. Get brewing. Sure, boss. Okay, you know what? I wanted to stop streaming today, but I really like this game. It got the right kind of intrigue and mystery. The presentation is really top notch. I love the writing. It's very fun to read, despite I'm running out of voices for characters. But it's super nice. So let's make some tea and see how it goes. And then I think I will leave it for today, but maybe we can continue next week. Again, this is a game that I've only seen before, but I think I will continue. Yeah, this game, says Cursibu. Exactly. Okay. Which tea would Renee prefer? Green minty tea, black spicy tea, or hibiscus flowers? Good question. I think, chat, please help me. Which tea would Renee prefer? Green minty tea, black spicy tea, or hibiscus flowers? I don't know much about her, but I would say probably hibiscus flowers, because I would have said black spicy tea, but I think she knows that people assume this and is one step beyond. A good princess, vote for part 2, hell yeah. Okay, then. We probably shall continue then next time. You know what? I will go and also vote for flowers tea. Okay, good. Then I pick the hibiscus flowers. Gentle, subtle, and my favorite, says Howard. Renee is pretty cool. I don't know how to feel about her. You know what? Renee is pretty cool. It's been a while since I met someone like her. Like whom exactly? I don't know. She seems curious, smart, and kind. It's nice to have someone like that around. Put on the kettle. Coming right up. Let's see what's in the boxes. You just moved in. By the way, also like the background when you see in front of the behind the window when I move around. Where is my mouse? There's some sort of parallax going on there on the window, which is pretty cool. Let's see. Oh, she has a cork board. Have a similar one in my office. No good investigator should be without one. So, anything else? No, I think we can talk to her. Oh, window. Where are we? Docks, not the most picturesque part of the city, but at least it's hard to find. Oh, that's our tea? I thought I heard real kettle. Cool. The animations are super nice. I like it when a game really takes the time to show you protagonists make tea. Hibiscus, my favorite, thank you. Don't burn your tongue. See? Hibiscus. Don't burn your tongue. Way ahead of you. Renee, I do know how to drink tea. So, the case. We need to figure out what happens to that flesh. Did you see the Starling cider delivery truck in the bite alley? Yeah, and I had to dig around. You thinking what I'm thinking? That a glass of Starling cider would be nice right now? Well, the truck smuggles the flesh away. Right. Where are we going with this? What if I told you it's not a real Starling cider van? Why bother making a fake? That was my question before. I'd seen it a few times while researching the bite. But I guess now we know. You followed it, didn't you? I tried, but I'm no expert at tailing stuff. I'm a writer, not a fighter. So you have no idea where it goes after the bite. Well, luckily, there are people you can pay to keep an eye on things. Long story short, I know it delivers to somewhere in Gastown. But not exactly. No, my informant tracked it to the main commercial block, then lost it. But I figured out that it spends the night in the bite alley before going to Gastown the next day. I plan to sleep through tomorrow. Your plans are cancelled. You should figure out exactly where it delivers and investigate. We have to learn where that flesh goes. How would I know where to look? There are many shops. Look for where Starling is stocked. It's a fake truck, but the right people will probably still sell it to avoid suspicion. That'll help you narrow things down. That's some good detective work, Renee. Thank you. It's a needle in a haystack, but that's all we have for now. I'm not sure it's safe. The only thing to fear is fear itself. You can do this. Clarissa could be tracking me. You already compromised your safety. What's the point in stopping now? You've got nothing to lose. Fine, I have to call Odette. Whoever that is, go ahead. The phone is right there. Arrange a taxi to Gastown while you're at it. I've got a man for that. Be right back. Okay, then let's talk to Odette. Who are you going to call? Mom, Odette, or Anatoly? Let's first talk to Odette. Hello? Odette, this is Detective Lothar. Sorry to call you so early. Mr. Lothar, my husband didn't come home tonight. Did you see him? Not sure how to put it. I'm sure it's nothing worse than I've imagined. So please, Mr. Lothar, put me out of my misery. Listen, you should file a missing person report. Oh, Shepard. Please, just try to move on with your life. Or, this is a goodbye, Odette. But please, wait. Hang up. Oh dear. But we could have done this better. Okay, who are we going to call? Should we call Mom? We're a nice raccoon after all. Let's call Mom. Lothar residence. Can you answer the phone like a normal person? Or, it's your favorite son. Howie, what time is it? Are you okay? Did you hurt yourself? Mom, I'm fine, just checking in. You don't call for weeks, then you check in at 5 a.m.? Yeah, how are you? I'm good. Do you need money? I have a job, Mom. I'm okay. Sure, a job. I just worry about you. What do you need then? I don't need anything. I'm fine. Well, now that you're here, maybe you can help me. I keep seeing these damn spiders under the bed. Mom, I'm not panicking, but where are they coming from? You should take a look for me because... Maybe later. I won't call for a week or two. Don't worry, okay? Or, sure, I call you in a week or two. Busy. But you always are. It's fine. Luckily, I still have your father around to take care of your old, loving mother. Mom, I love you. Oh, Howie, I love you too. Don't skip breakfast and stop smoking. Bye-bye, baby. That was nice. That was nice that we called Mom. And she's a mom. And we're going to call Anatoly. Dolly. Anatoly? It's Howard. You sound very awake. Howie! Why are you even louder than usual? For you always. What's hanging? Haha, it's a pear or a peach. What was I saying? Pick me up today at 9. I'm paying for the day. You bet, Howie and Dolly, the dynamic duo of detective boy partners. Crime lords, beware! I told you, we're not partners. Yet? Where do I pick you up? 1 second. Renee, what's the address? Tell him to pick you up outside 1640 Alberni Street. It's a block away from here. Thanks. Dolly, 1640 Alberni. You know it? Yeah, in the docks. Wait, Howie, who's Renee? Who is she? Tell you later. Can't wait, gotta run. The poopy lad is being cranky. Dead life. Drive you soon. And we're going to hang up. And hopefully I can save now. Or the game has saved by itself. But look, we got here ourselves. We got Renee. And we got, I think it's Clarissa. So, yeah, this is our descent downwards. But can we see here something on the corkboard? Oh, look! The corkboard looks very familiar. Chapter 4, Call Editor. Unrelated to the case. I wonder what her editor is like. Oh, here, the Bite. A butcher shop right in downtown Granville. Ugh. I don't think I could go back there if I tried. Yeah, keep smiling. I'm coming for you, you monster. Bloodworth. Patriarch found dead, says the headline here. Prominent family leader's death ruled as tragic accident. The renowned patriarch is mourned by his closest family, brother Clemens and daughter Clarissa. Yeah, I don't buy it. And we have here an ape. I feel like I should know which ape this is, but I'm drawing a blank. Probably one of the top dogs, which doesn't narrow it down by much. And the Fat Goose Noodles, order 227555. Noodles, maybe I should... No, stay focused. Eyes on the prize, Howard. And the village, Renee's got her own investigation board set up. At least one of us is organized. Cool. So with that, I think I will leave it for today. That is a backbone. And now it all starts making sense. Bone. Chop. Soy. Yeah, this is about people being chopped up. And also I have to say, I don't know which art style I like better. This one here with the blue, red, and yellow. Or the pixel art style rendered thanks courtesy to the Unreal Engine. Awesome. Also, the music is very good. So overall, it's a very, very nice package. And I had it all along. Who would have thought? And again, let me copy the link to itch.io here to Backbone. But so far, I can very much recommend it. Random indie game turned out well. Isn't this always, or not always, but very often the case that you just pick a random indie game? Because with indie games, I feel it's compared to a random AAA game. Let's say bargain bin AAA game. It was made by a developer for hire that really needed the money and were between projects, and then they made, I don't know, Little Mermaid for the Nintendo DS. It's barely constitutes as a game. It feels like sloppily put together, and still you paid like $15 for it. And then you go onto itch.io, you see something that you've never heard of. It looks nice. You pay $15 for it, and it's this epic sprawling RPG that's way too big for what it is. And suddenly you realize there's 60 hours of gameplay in this, because this was made by one person over the course of 15 years, and they're selling it for I don't know, a bagel and an egg on itch. And yeah, this my point is with indie games and solo developer games, it's always it's out not because the person needs the money, but it's out when it's done and the person who made it is satisfied and happy with it. And who would have thought that those kinds of games that have heart and soul in them and don't have to adhere to any sort of budgetary constraints or anything, that those games just have more heart and soul and are just better. But maybe I'm just a little romantic when it comes to indie games. And a Ghoul Prince says the writing is good. Is it right? It's really fun. It's hard to pick a choice because they all make sense. And they all really feel like that there's a dialogue going on. And yeah, it's fun to read. And I realize that I'm a little bit getting a little sore throat already from doing so many voices, which I did not actually plan. Let's have some music here in the background. Doing voices which I haven't planned, but it's all good because it's fun making voices. So if you need someone with a very bad Baltic accent, Anatoly can be your guy or something. So let me know. Of course, I can do English with a very thick German accent because that's my default. Anyway. Right, let us finish and wrap this up. So next week I'm going to stream on Sunday, probably more Backbone, because now I'm hooked. and I have to refrain myself from playing this. So this is probably going to be a stream only game, but you know what? I'm invested right now. And Kersey says, if I make an indie game, you're on my list. Oh, thank you so much. Please, please keep me on your long list of people that can do silly voices for you. Thank you. I feel honored to know that I'm on somebody's list, not that kind of list. Cool. Right. So yeah, what's the next? What's the week going to be for me? Again, work. On Thursday we have a holiday here in Austria, but not for poor old Phil, because I'll be working on Thursday, but I'll be working from home on Thursday, and on Friday I got the day off as a compensation. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I will be able to move my game that is not as well written as this one, sadly. Try to get it further and further to making a beta test. So I came up with another puzzle, or at least a placeholder where I need a puzzle because it's being brought up in the ending dialogue. So yeah, it's always a back and forth. This is indie game development. Suddenly you think you write this dialogue tree and you come up with something, and oh, wouldn't it be nice if it's a referral back to something that happened earlier? But dang it, this never happened, so I have to put it in somewhere and then move things around, and yeah, you probably can guess how it goes. But that is the joy of game making, right? Speaking of game making, Game Maker has had a recent update, and there is one thing that finally, after so many years, Game Maker has started doing, and that is UI layers. As I said multiple times before, when in Game Maker you want to make a button or something, you have to code this up yourself. You have to make an object and draw 3 different states and then track if the mouse pointer is over it or if the button is activated. Essentially, you have to code a button from scratch every time you need one, or unless with every project template that you make. And finally, Game Maker supports now UI layers with canvases and that react dynamically. Essentially, it's from what I've gathered, it's pretty similar to the Unity system. I'm not sure if it can do rich text now, but hopefully this is to come, because that is the worst with Game Maker is if you want a text box, and in this text box a character says something and you want to highlight a certain word just in a different color. You cannot do this with Game Maker. If you really want to do this, you have to figure out maybe find a way to change the font, and the font is a bitmap font that is of a different color. Yeah, or you have to measure in the engine how long is my string going to be before this one text word with a marker. You have to do this from scratch, and hopefully at some point this will be in Game Maker. Anyway, yeah, just reading this in the update blog really made me giddy to get something going with Game Maker. But no, Phil, no, you have a game that's very close to being finished, or at least ready for beta. We're not starting another pet project. You still have videos in production. Don't forget the videos you have in production, because I have videos in production also. Anyway, Cursor says UI layers. Exactly, it's for Game Maker. It's such a novel concept. It's like yeah, nobody needed support for, I don't know, Opera OS, but apparently since Game Maker or Yo-Yo Games, the makers of Game Maker, were acquired by Opera a couple of years back, and yeah, Opera is known as to be one of the worst browsers out there, and the good thing is Game Maker has largely been unaffected by the sheer shittiness that is Opera. Of course, you have to have an Opera account now, and Game Maker works out of the box best with Opera browsers and yeah, that sort of thing. But apart from that, it's still, I was a little bit afraid, but so far, I mean, Game Maker has always been looked at, yeah, it's baby's first game engine. It's not, you can only do 2D or rudimentary 3D with it, but it's a hassle, and everything is just clicky and draggy, and it's just nice. But I mean, overall, compared to let's say Unity, how that dumpster fire just keeps on burning, it's beyond me. And then of course we have Unreal Engine, which also has certain things connected to it in terms of developers, which are on one hand a little bit nicer than Unity, because you can't get worse than Unity. And yeah, so far, Game Maker has been pretty stalwart in what it offers and been slowly catching up. It always feels like it's 5 years behind. It only does 2D things, but for that, it's like I said, it's my favorite engine because I'm so used to it. I've been coding with Game Maker for 10 years now, on and off, and yeah, I'm still. Currently, my plan would be if I do anything with 3D, as always, I have my PlayStation 1 ideas, PlayStation 1 graphics ideas, that would be Godot. So for me, it's just a question, is it 3D? Then probably I will have to look into Godot script. If it's 2D, I will stick with Game Maker for now. You probably weren't wondering, but thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Right, gotta go soon myself. Good timing, says Cursiboo. Right, let's wrap this up. Again, thank you all for being here, for sticking with me, for listening to me try to make different voices. And again, Backbone is a great game, and I urge you to try it out. Maybe things go differently for you if you have different choices. So, alrighty then, bye-bye. See you next Sunday with probably more Backbone. Have a wonderful week, everyone. Thank you. Bye-bye. This bye button